Today, I'm walking you through the wines from my cellar that I will be choosing from to celebrate Lunar New Year with friends and family. They are bottles that work beautifully with food, suit long meals, and feel right for festive gatherings. From champagne to whites, reds, and a final firecracker to end the night, this is my wine selection to ring in the year of the horse. Let's start with champagne, because every new year deserves a little sparkle. I drink champagne when I'm happy and when I'm sad. Sometimes I drink it when I'm alone. When I have company, I consider it obligatory. With this famous quote from Madame Lily Bollinger in mind, I always keep a few bottles of La Grande Année in my cellar. This is the kind of champagne I love to open with friends, simply to enjoy the moment. It's generous, but refined, and it always makes me want another glass. La Grande Année translates to the Great Year, which makes it a fitting bottle to open for the new year. I bought this 2008 for $95 in 2020, and it now trades around $225. The 2008 vintage is one of the finest versions of this cuvée. It's beautifully balanced, combining elegance with real energy and depth. The high proportion of Pinot Noir gives it structure and a more wine-like feel, yet it stays remarkably fresh and precise. With this balance and drive, it's clearly a champagne built to age for many years to come. Two of my favorite grape varieties for Asian dishes are Riesling and Viognier. Riesling's natural acidity and gentle sweetness make it a great match for Asian cuisine, helping it handle both richness and spice while letting the flavors shine. One of my favorite Rieslings is Alsace Grand Cru Hune from Trimbach. Owned by the Trimbach family for over 200 years, Hune is a small walled vineyard of just 1.67 hectares in the heart of Grand Cru in Hune. The soils are a mix of limestone, clay, and fossil-rich debris from ancient seas. Farmed organically since 2008, the vines average around 60 years of age, and production is limited to about 7,000 bottles per year. I bought this 2009 at $85 in 2016, and it now sits around $305. This is classic Trimbach, firm, focused, and never over the top. It's more about clarity and precision than richness, and that restraint is exactly what makes it stand out. A wonderful example of what Alsace Riesling can be. Viognier is another excellent partner for Asian food, especially richer and spicier dishes. Its ripe fruit, floral notes, and smooth texture help soften heat while enhancing both sweet and savory flavors. My favorite Viognier from the Rhône Valley is Condrieu Coteau de Vernon from Domaine Vernay. The estate was founded in 1937 by Francis Vernay, who created the Coteau de Vernon cuvée in 1940. His son, Georges Vernay, later became a key figure in reviving Condrieu, replanting Viognier on the steep hillsides above the Rhône when much of the appellation had fallen into decline. Today, under Christine Vernay, the domain remains one of the region's finest and is certified organic. I bought this 2015 at $65 in 2018, and it now trades around $245. Widely regarded as one of the benchmarks of Condrieu, this is a richly expressive, yet beautifully balanced wine. It's aromatic and generous, but never heavy, with freshness that keeps everything lively. What I love most is its sense of energy. It feels confident, precise and alive, unfolding slowly in the glass with layer after layer of flavor. For reds, I would be choosing either a Saint-Émilion or a Châteauneuf-du-Pape. The Merlot-led blends of Saint-Émilion, with their ripe fruit and smooth tannins, work particularly well with savory, umami-rich dishes and roasted meats. A lovely option here is Château la Gaffelière. Owned by the Mallet-Roquefort family since 1705, La Gaffelière has held Premier Grand Cru Classé B status since the very first Saint-Émilion classification in 1959. After a mixed period in the 70s and 80s, quality has improved significantly since the mid-2000s, helped by the involvement of consultant Stéphane de Renaucourt. I bought this 2010 at $80 in 2014, and it now trades around $135. This wine really shows how far the estate has come. It's elegant and expressive, with pure fruit and gentle complexity. The warmth of the 2010 vintage gives it depth and structure, but freshness and finesse keep it balanced and very enjoyable to drink today. Châteauneuf-du-Pape is another great match for Asian dishes, especially those with spice, richness, and depth of flavor. One of my longtime favorites is Château de Beaucastel. The history of Beaucastel dates back to 16th century, but its modern reputation was shaped by Jacques Perrin, who led the estate through much of the 20th century and helped establish it as one of the great names in the southern Rhone. I bought this 2009 at $60 in 2017, and it now trades around $130. Even at over 16 years of age, this wine still feels remarkably youthful. It's rich and expressive, shaped by the warmth of the 2009 vintage, but everything is kept in balance by freshness and structure. Powerful without being heavy, it's one of the most impressive Beaucastels of the past 2 decades. The finale, Château yquem 1990. To end the New Year celebration, we need a real firecracker, and it's hard to think of a better choice than Château yquem 1990, which also happens to be a year of the horse. During his visit to Yquem in 1787, Thomas Jefferson famously ordered several hundred bottles for himself and for George Washington. In more recent times, the estate has been shaped by Bertrand de Lursalus and later his nephew Alexandre, before entering a new chapter with LVMH. Today, Yquem is led by Pierre Lurton. I bought this 1990 at $350 in 2005, and it now trades around $530. This wine has aged beautifully. Even after more than 35 years, it still feels vibrant and full of life, with layers of flavor and plenty of energy ahead. It's rich and sweet, but always balanced like freshness, so it never feels heavy. As with Yquem, it's hard not to be drawn in by its elegance and sheer pleasure. These are the wines I will be pouring to welcome the new year with friends and family. Let me know in the comments. Would you start with the champagne or save it for later in the night? Do hit subscribe to never miss my latest video. Follow me on Instagram for the tasting notes of these wines. A massive thanks for watching today, and I'll see you in the next one.